everyone. Finally, welcome back to Case File 1225. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this game. Uh, I, no, I do remember checking up on it at some point, and there was like a revamp for I think Chapter 1. I don't remember, but there was something was revamped, but I didn't bother. I didn't feel like going through a revamp. And because I forgot about this game, I'm not sure how long Chapter 2 Part 1 has been out. I honestly don't remember what happened back in Chapter 1. Since the last incident, Damien has decided to bring Nate to a concert, yet tragedies still manage to seep into normalcy. See, I have no idea how long this has been out. But better than late than never, I guess. I also turned down the game volume a bit because it was a bit loud on my end, so I'm sorry if the game is too quiet. Okay, wasn't expecting it to load like this, and I can't skip. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. You guys can probably hear my fan in the background. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Why did it take so long for that to show up? Game showcases themes related to death, violence, player discretion is advised. 10 a.m. September 29th, 2015. Now try to say that city. I couldn't sleep at all after what happened yesterday. Snippets of the argument still flash in my head, and Damien didn't speak a word to me afterwards. Nate, you okay, buddy? You've been here spacing out for the past minute. Sorry, just zoned out. We don't have to be here, you know. No, I want to be here. Especially after I failed her. We're here at Miss Olivia's funeral right now. Or you're there now or right now. To be honest, I have no right to be here. There was no sense to what happened. I couldn't even do the bare minimum of giving justice to her death. Am I even worth the badge I'm wearing? Well, I don't have one on your character art. Listen, we just need to give our condolences and then we can get out. I doubt her murderer would be loitering around to admire his work. Yeah, you're right. As I stepped outside, the first thing greeting me at the center of the hall was a large portrait of Miss Olive. I'm gonna say Olive. I'm just gonna know how to pronounce that. Unlike the ID photos I was used to seeing, she had a warm smile on her face. She had her hair up and a pretty bow, and I could see how the beginnings of a golden suitor down her neck. I'm not sure if I said suitor right. It gives me a whiplash to see her like this after seeing her on the autopsy table just a day ago. I bowed to her portrait from afar. I'll definitely find out what happened to you, I promise. Goodbye. Damien is waiting for me outside the building. There you are. Where are you? How are you feeling? Like trash. Eh. Funeral homes will do that to you. Now come on. This place gives me the creeps. I guess. But where are we even going? Does it matter? I didn't get to read that. Oh, excuse me. Are you two the fine gentleman they sent from the police station? Yes. I don't think Damien will take too kindly to being mistaken for a cop. I heard about what happened. My condolences. Closure is a luxury not of not of us can enjoy. You mean none of us? The best fate set you on this path for a reason. I'm sure she has a plan. She has a plan for you. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Sister Zerla? I'm not trying to say that. I'm here on behalf of something Mary's church on to church to something Miss Olive's funeral. Oh, it's nice to meet you, sister. I don't recall Miss Olive being religious. Maybe it's just a tradition thing. You as well, brother. You seem quite lost. Our church has has many support groups and prayer meetings. If you'd ever like to join us, the church is always happy to be your friend. This is a brochure, I think I'm saying that right, of some of our recent events. I didn't get to read that. Thank you. Listen, Nate and I here are really busy and really must be going now. Wait, it won't. Okay. Bye. See you around. Not. Damien hurried me off to the parking lot. Wow, she seems more like a saleswoman than a nun. I guess they have to be pushy to get recruits. Well, she did give me this brochure. Still don't know if I'm saying that right. No harm in checking it out. Whoa, a concert with hot. I'm gonna say hot work. And a fully covered trip to something. Their organization must be pretty rich to be funding all that. Screw that! I didn't know Hot Work was in town. This I gotta see. Are you a fan of them, Damien? Fan? Ha! I used to be in a band with one of them. No way. You were in an actual band? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean an actual band? Actually got me. Well, anyways, it looks like your friends are pretty famous. They've booked out the largest stadium in town. Well, that's the kind of talent you should be expecting from me. Are you going to see them then? You know what? Maybe I should. Want to come? But I've never been to a concert before. All the more reason to then. You just leave it to me. I'll forward the details later. Alright then. Damien hurriedly drove me home after that, shouting about how he's going to need to prepare for the event. I guess I'm taking my mind off things, couldn't hurt. A tree. I'm guessing this is chapter 1 flashbacks. A nightmare again. I haven't had a good night's rest since that day. Oops, I accidentally skipped dialogue. My bad. There should be a button that lets me, like, see dialogue. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I see what? I need to get started with the day. Nate, I made it happen. Well, strings, but tickets are locked in for tonight. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Nate. Me at the main road. I'll drive you to the venue right now. Okay. Let me think if I forgot something. Angle 1, angle 2. Oh. Okay. Do angle 2 first. It's my desk. What a mess. I should really tidy up after myself. Then again, I'll just be working here again and create a new mess immediately. Maybe it's better just to keep it this way. That's my view, honestly. It isn't great, but there are not many other places I can afford on this salary. At least my neighbor isn't being loud again. As my favorite ice hockey team, I haven't found the energy to watch any games since I always work late. Though, to be fair, I think I'm just lazy. Sorry, Seaside Sharks. This is the same. Okay. Angle 1. I should honestly clean these books up someday. But then again, my bookshelf is full at the moment. I mean, there are some books you could move to make some space. Okay. That's my calendar. I always mark it whenever appointments I have coming up. The concert Damien wanted us to attend this tonight. I suppose I am a little excited for it. That's about all there is here. Maybe I should leave now. Nice little loading screen. Okay. Concert hall entrance. Wow, this place is massive. Isn't it great? And it's going to be filled with people by tonight. That's crazy. I can't imagine the pressure of having that many people coming just for you. Not everyone is built for it, but others are born for stage life. You know, since I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna say Miona? I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna say Miona. Is a small place. This place is multi-purpose. I've heard they host fan conventions here too. Really? Have you been? No, but I heard it. Okay. Wait, is that... Oh, Cherry, over here. Oh, hey, Damien. What are you doing here? So early? So early. And who's this? Oh, I see. You must be Nate. Damien talks about you a lot. Nate, this is Cherry, the basis for homework. Cherry is... This is Nate. Hey, Nate. I used to be in a band with your friend here. Oh, hello. Cherry reaches out to shake my hand. I've never met a celebrity before, and we're shaking hands? I hope my hands aren't too sweaty. You don't even know how many people would kill for an opportunity like this. Oh, quit you. I'm just the bassist. The front woman is the one. I don't know, where did I get most from? Is the one who gets all the love. Well, better than the drummer still. Anyways, you're making your friend nervous, hyping me up like I'm some kind of big shot. I've gotta run. Lunch and practice with the girls. And then it's sound check. What a pain. Nate, let's hang out sometimes. Just us? If that's what you like. Well, it was nice meeting you. Good to know that Damon isn't completely pathetic after we split up. Here, take this. Cherry hands me a guitar pick. We usually throw these out to the fans during gigs. This one's signed by us. Think of it as a greeting gift. And if you don't like it, you can always sell it on eBay for a pretty buck. All right, I've got to go now. Ciao. Bye. See you later. What was that all about? Nothing. Your friend is really cool. Yeah, cool. Is that why you're drooling over her? Huh? I'm not drooling. Yeah, right. Anyways, we should have lunch first. We'll be able to check in by the time we're done. We're checking in this early? We want a good spot, don't we? Alright. Oh, okay. I was not expecting a cutscene. Oh. I'm guessing. Let me guess. That's the like band manager or whatever. Homeworks break room. Some guy's fucking dead. I'm guessing. Huh. This is messed up. You good? Yeah. I need a second. I'm gonna step out with the rest of the girls for a bit. Alright. Just don't leave the area yet. The police will arrive soon. Another killing. I can't believe something like this would happen again. Not this soon anyways. But I've got my detective badge with me. I can investigate the scene first before the police arrive. You're thinking the same thing I am. Well, we're going to be posted at this crime scene anyways. Might as well give the crime scene give the crime scene a once over before the cops arrive. Right, that's the spirit. Aren't you a little too happy? Just as I began to move, a gloved hand grabbed my shoulder, and pulled me back. Don't move. Huh? Oh. Step inside and you could track hair, fingerprints, and other unsavory things into my crime scene. You do not look like a detective. Your crime scene? Yes, my crime scene. Blair something. Pleased to make your acquaintance. She pulls out an ID and smugly presents it to my face. I recognize the logo. It's the same department as something. Jamie? I'm gonna say Jamie. Corner. Yep, and you must be that blonde who got a real whipping from the boss the other week. Well, yes, I think. The news of that spread all the way to the other departments? That's embarrassing. And that guy that's always with you? We have names, you know. I'm Damien, and this is Nate. Alright? Anyways, I'm gonna need you to wear these if you're going to be poking around. She hands over a pair of gloves and shoes covers for me and Damien. Here's not something primitively, something the crime scene, I guess. I don't like that girl, but she could be very useful. We should ask for her opinion on some of the evidence. Looks like this time we'll be able to get some forensic intel before going to Jamie. Or maybe it's Jamie's son? I'm not sure. This is angle 1. Wow, there's tons of gifts. Hot work must be really popular. I've been trying to tell you, man. Cherry must be really rich from all this, huh? Not as rich as you think. You'd be surprised at how much concerts cost to host. Still, it must be nice being famous and all, having everyone you know pay attention to you. Never mind. That sounds really scary, actually. I thought as much. Teleport? Not sure what. No. VIP pass. Oh. There we go. The VIP pass that Damien got me for the concert, I kind of want to keep it as a memento. I won't say a memento, but there's no way to take it off without ripping it in half. Let's go with you. Coroner at the forensics department, apparently a fan of hot work too. Basis for hot work. Okay. Day of birth. 1990. Wow. victim of the case. This is making me kind of thirsty. Well, you were streaming a lot earlier. Angle 2. There's an open can of soda on the coffee table. No something on the outside, but the area around it is still damp. Room temperature soda? That sounds nasty. Yep, and it's still pretty full. Do you think it's flat too? Only one way to find out. Damien gets a paper cup from the water dispenser. He takes the soda from me and pours a bit out into the cup. I don't know why I was struggling to say that. Yep, no bubbles at all. How long does it take for a soda to go flat? 1 to 2 hours. So it has to have been left out for that long. The concert was only 2 hours ago. What do you think of this? I think it could be an important time indicator. Let's write that down just in case. There's something clutched in his hand. Let me just see. He's holding a small I'm not sure how to say it. A bouquet. It was bouquet. Now I remember now. Bouquet. Roses too. So it's romantic. Roses aren't necessarily romantic. They're a popular band, so within context, it could just be an expression of goodwill and support. Not a very creative fan, then. There are a lot more flowers that plain roses. A lot more flowers than plain roses if you want to show support. His head is bashed in. It looks like someone hit him with a blunt object from the back. But wait a minute. There's something stuck in his hair. I reach forward carefully, trying to pry it off. It's really tangled. I can't get it out. It's a string? Not just any string. That's a guitar string. Steel too. So it has to be from an electrical guitar. That's concerning. So obviously it's not one of the. No, it's clearly not the band. It's none of the people in the band, obviously, because they were in the concert. So Bro must have died to a spare guitar that they had lying around. There's something sticking out of his back pocket. Aha, a wallet. Stealing from the dead now? I didn't take you for such a criminal, Nate. What? No, I'm just poking around for evidence. Now let's see who you are, Mr. Victim. Paul Sanders. There's also a university student card here. Look at that date. Look at the date. It was issued, though he should have long since graduated by now with the course he was taking. Why would he still carry his student card around if he's graduated. Is it sentimental? Did you happen to find a staff pass on him? A staff pass? No, I didn't. Weird. How'd he get in then? Do you think he snuck in? We'll have to ask Cherry what the venue rules are for letting fans in later. Level 3. There's 4 lockers. They're almost entirely covered in stickers or posters. It's locked. Likely state for it to be in. The girls are probably keeping all their valuables and clothes here. Well, one's open, so I'm assuming the culprit got the guitar from there. But I'm not sure if a guitar could fit in there. Fair enough. Hey, I think I recognize their band logo on one of the stickers here. There are lots of band logos here, actually. And, that's nothing. Let's look at something else. There's tons of makeup littered across the vanity. What a mess. And they just left some of these open. Damien walks over and recaps the eyeliner pen. I guess they must be too busy to clean up after themselves. These are expensive stuff. I'd handle them better if I were you. If I were with them. You know about the makeup? Not for myself, of course. Not sure if I read that right. Okay, I didn't know that was part of it. There's a guitar resting in its case. It's not the one I saw Amber using on stage. Do you think this could be the murder weapon? It can be. It's I think it was if I remember correctly, it looks like to be a acoustic guitar, because it looks like it's made out of wood. But I'm not a guitar guy, so I'm not entirely sure. But he literally just said it was it must have been an electric guitar. I don't see any blood on it or missing strings in any case. Wouldn't the guitar be broken by now? Be broken now if it was used as a weapon? Electric guitars can take much more of a punch than an acoustic one. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was an acoustic. But it depends on how he was struck. They could have wiped the blood on. Wiped off the blood too. Maybe from the body, but the strings would have grooves. There'd be evidence left behind. Claire pushes between me and Damien and picks up the guitar. She inspects it for a moment before putting it down. Yep, nothing on the strings. I'll run tests on it later. Someone either restringed this guitar or set up a red herring for us. Weird. Bloody strings. There we go. Oh, that's what it looks like. Baguette. Paul's ID. guitar. And nothing here. Yeah. That soda can from earlier is really bothering me, but there's nothing that connects it to the murder at all. Hey Blair, do you think we could ID whoever drank this from the saliva on the... I'm gonna stop you right there. Technically speaking, yes, we could swab a DNA sample from whatever saliva residue on the can, but it's only useful if the person we're looking for's DNA is already in the database. And when's the last time you remember giving away a DNA sample? So the database is very incomplete then. What about a fingerprint? Not gonna work. The can's wet. It would have been washed away long before we arrived. Darn, unless useless then. The forensic team will sweep the place later, and will also be responsible for the autopsy this time. You should come to the department tomorrow for a report, blonde boy. I can't tell if she's teasing me on purpose or if she actually can't remember my name. A group of police officers rush in as the door slams open. Look who finally decided to show up. Step away from the crime scene, everyone. Mary. Yes, sir. Access the crime scene and take pictures of anything suspicious. And you, Tywin? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say Ty. Yes, sir. Secure any form of digital evidence on the crime scene. As for the rest of you, leave the crime scene immediately. We don't want anyone tampering with the crime scene. I think this covers everything we can investigate tonight anyways. I think we should report what we found back to the station. Gotcha, let's go. More police members rushed to the scene as we were exiting. Damien leads me out of there before it gets too hectic. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is cool. So what do you make of what we found so far? I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet. Now there was a box that wasn't filled out before I clicked what's her name, so I'm not sure if I missed out on some evidence. There's not just enough information to make any. There's just not enough information to make any conclusions. Let's have a quick overview then, shall we? At 10:32 tonight, we discovered a body together at the hot work dressing room. A body who we've now identified as Paul Sanders. But what he was doing there is, in the first place, he's not staff, nor did he go with any fan club. What was Paul Sanders doing in the break room? Personally, he's a fanatic. Paul Sanders didn't have any trouble getting backstage, judging by the lack of alarm from the security. He also brought a gift, but it wasn't grand the way you'd expect from a fan eagerly sneaking backstage to meet their idol. It was polite, a courtesy gift. I think he must have known them, or at least a member of the band personally. I think so too. The way he got in so easily also bothered me. I don't recall seeing a VIP wristband on him. Not staff, not VIP. How did he get in then? I think he was invited. He came prepared and was trying to leave a good impression, given that he brought a gift. That's too cordial for someone to be sneaking around. Me too. Also, call it a gut feeling, but I don't feel like he was there for the show either. I saw him. All he had to do. You saw him. All he had on him were those flowers and a wallet. Doesn't strike me as a very concert prepared, if you ask me. I know all about how fuck. I know all about it now, thanks to your rigorous lessons. And look how it's helping you now. Anyways, so Paul gets invited by someone in the band. He brings a gift as a gesture of goodwill and ends up bludgeoned in their dressing room. A guitar string, something sticking out of his hair. What does that tell us? Someone in the venue. It can't be someone in the venue. Because wouldn't that... I think it's staff. Because there's no way it's someone in the band. Because they were on stage. And there could... And what this suggests is that it could be anyone. If it was someone in the venue, that literally could have been anybody. So I think it's someone in the staff. Anyways, so Paul gets in. Guitar. Okay, so. But no. How is it someone in the band? There's no way. I feel like there's no way. Because wouldn't they be on the stage? Because in my head process, I feel like the murder was happening as the concert was going on. Because that makes the most sense. In my head, at least. I think. No. Keep it together. Keep it together, Nay. You have to do this. I won't let it happen again. I think someone in the band killed him. That is what the evidence is indicating. Do you think that it could be... I don't know, Nate. But we have to be prepared for it. The evidence doesn't lie. And the murderers deserve to be put in jail. That's true. Look, we're almost at the station. Hurry up and make a report so you can get home early, okay? You're gonna need lots of rest for the day you'll have tomorrow. All right, thank you. It's hard to imagine that one of them killed Paul Sanders tonight. That I could have spoken to, or watched a murder perform live while cheering for them, not knowing the crime they shamelessly committed right under everyone's noses. Now I'm confused. I'm confused when the murder actually happened. I know he said the Pacific time. I know Damien said the Pacific time when a Pacific time, but I'm not sure if that was when the murder happened or when they discovered the body. I'm already forgetting, but I have to do what's right. End of chapter 2, part 1, to be continued. Fuck, dude. It has to be. I would imagine it's most likely before the band, before the performance. That's what I'm thinking. It's before before they performed. I don't really see it happening after the performance. But I'm surprised it's someone in the band, because I was thinking that the murder happened while they were performing, so it couldn't have been them. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Is there anything in the extras? There is not. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm not sure how long this video is, but if you guys have any theories on what could have happened, let me know. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.